Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or evening, whatever you're watching this. But this is going to be our last devotional that we share through video this summer. When we went into our stay-at-home order, we decided that we'd have different staff members follow our daily reading plan every day and present to you a short devotional for a minute or two from the scripture that we're reading. With summer schedules and a few other things, we're going to press pause on that, and Miguel and I have been working on a podcast and some videos that we've been putting together that'll appear on YouTube and then also on a podcast channel. They'll be about 10 or 15 minutes each segment. Maybe we'll do one or two a week, and you can look for those in a week or so, and they'll tie in with life and faith and things that we're going through in culture and other areas, and hopefully you're going to enjoy that. And so we just thanks for your faithfulness in watching this, or if you're stumbling across them, being a part of them as much as you can. So our final one for the video side, and we do encourage you to keep reading, of course, on your own, is 1 Corinthians chapter 11. 2 Corinthians chapter 11 is what we're on. And in the Corinthian church, they just kind of have struggles. They have struggles with authority. They have struggles with following godly principles, and in here they've started to follow some false teachers. They've started to kind of choose sides of which prophet or apostle or pastor or teacher that they think's their favorite. And some people have started saying, well, Paul, he doesn't speak that, strongly. He hasn't been through that much. And Paul is always about, here's what God's doing, here's what he's doing through me, here's what he should be doing through you. And people are starting to think, well, who is he to tell us anything? And so Paul in chapter 11 of 2 Corinthians just basically starts by saying he's got a little saltiness to him. I'm going to be a little foolish here for a second, but you guys have been kind of asking, who are you? And he begins to just say, here's who I am, here's what's happened, here's the different things that are going on in my life, and I got to tell you guys that my credentials match up with anybody. He talks about 5 different times. He was whipped 39 times, which could kill people. He said, I've been in danger in the sea. I've been in danger on land. I've been robbed. I've been put into all of these situations, put into prison, and I am just going through it all. And through it all, the reason I've been doing it is to start churches just like yours, to help them, to give of myself, to take no resources for me. I make my own money in other ways, and then I just give it to the next church if you give me any offerings. And I said, at the end of the day, I want to boast about Christ, but now you're making me boast about myself. And he's kind of letting them have it here. And here's just a quick thought that it made me think of, was that in our own lives, there may be seasons of times where you just need to say, this is what's happened to me. This is what I've been through, so others can know your story. But then always, like Paul, let's come back and say, but at the end of the day, this is what God's done in me. And we want to always be deflecting glory back to God. And that's what I love about Paul, is he kind of is reticent to do this, but when he does, he just says, here's who I am, here's what God's done, and let me be an encouragement to you. So it's an interesting passage. And chapter 12 picks it up the same way, saying, you guys don't think I'm much, but I've actually been to heaven and had a vision there, and it's just really, really interesting. And he closes by saying, I love this in chapter 12, I'll give you a little more. He says, I've made a fool of myself, but you drove me to it. So we're getting to see kind of what Paul's like when you get underneath his skin. So anyway, encourage you to finish chapter 2 Corinthians and then roll on to the next readings with us. And God bless you, and thanks for joining us in this season, in this time, and hope these have been a help for you through our stay-at-home orders and into this summer. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.